We need to act very, very quickly on that emergency, and that's the reason why Wings has started to work on climate. Because usually Wings is really here to support the growth and the effectiveness of philanthropy around the world. So it's quite generalist. We don't have specific themes or issues we work on, but we decided to integrate climate as a key priority for us because we understand that it's something that is affecting all of philanthropy, all of foundations' work, regardless of their thematic areas, their size, their nature. They really are already impacted, and their grantees and their partners are impacted by the climate emergency, and by integrating that lens into their work, they also can become just much more effective and more transformative. And so we're taking action by mobilizing our community of philanthropic networks around the world, who themselves influence donors and foundations, in Africa, in Brazil, in Europe, and also in the US. So we are here also in the US now to try to accelerate this philanthropy for climate movement in the US. We have 800 foundations around the world that have signed our commitment to act on climate, to integrate that lens transversally into the work. And we're now working with our partners in the US to see how we could accelerate that movement in this country. I think one of the main barriers in our sector, the philanthropic sector, is that donors and foundations, they have their own set of issues they're working on, their own priorities. So let's say, I'm working on girls' education in East Africa, or my focus is culture in Utah. And they always see climate as being something else, something for environmental donors, or to plant trees or save the whales. And they have a hard time seeing the intersection with their work. And so that's where this movement, Philanthropy for Climate, is there to sort of take them by the hand and meet them where they are, and help them to understand that there's actually already a lot that intersects in their work with climate, and that it is also going to affect the populations and the communities they are trying to support in different ways. And so that takes education, that takes also spaces for them to learn from each other, and understand that actually it's not sort of abandoning their mission and their purpose to work on climate. It's on the contrary, it's just stepping up to this mission in a much more effective and useful way. So that's one of the challenges, but we see that it can be overcome if we come together with networks and with different groups and help make that case.